I know it's a low bar, but it's an important one.
How was Leeds?
It was great. Really, really good.
Okay.
It was great. Well, it was actually really fun, and I liked spending time with everyone. Like, I really love. It was fun to. So I don't usually get to hang out with everyone like that, but it was a nice trip.
Do you mean everybody as a group?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Great, loved it. It was really good.
Okay, perfect.
Amazing.
Okay.
Two meals, 25 quid.
That's just really
Airport taxes?
I want to say. Oh. Because I don't
just don't like them.
I also don't.
What is it? Oh my gosh, tell us what
Kinsey, I said this is my new pet.
What is it? What dog is it?
No, it's a cat, Ashley.
Rocket girl.
Tell me what it is.
Highlight from Leeds?
Probably being able to stay in like a room with friends and stuff.
Okay, so the opportunity to spend time with your friends away from home?
Yeah.
Cool. What was your highlight to Leeds? Okay.
Really good.
Was that the stage show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was amazing.
What was amazing about it?
Well, there was only 6 actors, and the amount of work they put in, and you kept swapping, you could like see them, what everything they're doing, they kept moving things about, and they had 6 people to work with, but they did really well for like such a small group. And usually in like big shows, there's like a lot of characters for set things, but for them, they did amazing for only 6.
So was that the first time you'd seen a stage play?
No, I've seen stage plays before.
Okay, but you really like this
I
one?
really like it. That's out of all of them, it's my best one.
Oh really? That's impressive.
Yeah. Probably getting the flag the first time, and then obviously getting to see how weird they talk. Sorry, that was. We were talking to these, I had no clue what any of them were saying.
Okay.
I think the girls coming up with Officer Delicious. That was quite funny. I liked going to see Catch and seeing all their animals and like getting to like be a part and take part in like what they like do and how they do everything.
Sounds like it was a memorable trip for many reasons.
Definitely.
Okay.
Probably Alton Towers and Alicia screaming on the rides.
Okay, fair. Okay. What was your highlight
flooding our bedroom.
Okay, talk to me about that.
We left the windows open all day in the torrential rain, and we didn't get home until 11:30. And we came back and the floor was soaking, and then started leaking under the room underneath us, and Haley's bed was soaked. So
And that was a highlight?
yes,
Okay, why?
because it was so funny. Like, it's funny now, but whenever I was like there in the moment, I was really panicking. But I wish I got videos of it.
Okay, and how do you feel like the leaders handled that situation? So you said there, like, you were panicking.
Really well. Fran was like, because Fran was the first one to come in because she was in our house, and she was like, wow, blessings for trying to clean it up yourselves. Then whenever I heard Dave was coming in, I was like, oh no, he's going to shout at me. But it was fine. They moved our bed for us and wiped everything down, so they did actually help us, so it was fine.
Good. So you think, like, they didn't, so that experience...
So they didn't beat me up, basically.
No, that's good, I'm glad they didn't. But that experience of going from panic could have quite easily ruined the holiday or trip. But what I'm hearing is it actually didn't.
No.
No, that's great.
Probably the second day, just going around the shopping centre. It was massive.
Was that a bit more chill the second day?
Yeah.
Okay. And what was massive? The shopping centre was massive?
Yeah.
Probably bonding time with everyone, like all coming as one group and like building stronger bonds with everyone.
Love that. And would you say you've got better bonds with the leaders and the local police now as well?
Yeah, definitely.
What was your highlight? Get out, that never happened, did it? Wow. And you in your first time the Leeds too? Unbelievable.
Yeah, we've landed in Leeds, so all good.
Leeds was great. It was great to bring the young people away and share some of those memories with them. And I think the young people would say that all of these memories will stick with them for a very long time.
The young people all seemed to really enjoy themselves. It was great to be able to give them this opportunity through the funding that we have.
See if any animals jump out at me.
I'll be posing in that mirror all weekend. I'm taking this with me. Oh my god, Kenzie, we got like 3 mirrors. Oh, we mean the alpacas? Oh no. The alpacas. Oh, I have the coffee machine. Not home now.
I've never seen you so excited over a building in my life.
Was visiting Catch and taking part in the breaking of a Ramadan fasting a cultural shock for you? So like, how did that feel being part of that? Because we don't really do that here, do we?
Felt weird,
Weird. Okay, in what way?
just not used to like how they do stuff compared to what we do. At the very start, there was like a wee video played, and at the end of that video, they break their fast with something sweet. So it was like strawberries and dates on the table with a thing of water sitting beside it. So we all had like strawberries and dates.
So tell me about Catch. I don't know what Catch is.
Catch is like a youth group. They had like it's a big community thing, so they let in children of any age basically. Like they had like really young ones, like I think 8-year-olds running about. And they did it. They created Catch. The man who created Catch was a police officer, and he was in that area where Catch is now, and he was speaking to the same kids over and over again because they were in constant trouble. doing bad things constantly. And they were like, it was the same faces over and over again. So we decided he's gonna make something to like get them out of what they're doing and help them.
And it was actually, I thought it was gonna be all like, oh, I can't eat any of this. This looks so weird. To be fair, once she got up there and actually seen the food and smelled the food, you're like, oh, this smells really good. I can't wait for some of this. And then the people there were really, really lovely as well. It just like felt like you were like, you know, when you're at school and you're just waiting to get your lunch.
Yeah.
Felt like that.
Oh, that's nice.
I actually really enjoyed it. It was like really educating, and I loved just spending time and appreciating everyone's cultures. Especially watching how happy some of the kids were. It was really cute.
I don't know, I wasn't really fussed.
Okay. Like you just got some food and
Yeah.
was happy?
Yeah.
How was it being in another culture then when they were like doing their prayers?
It's actually really like entertaining. I was kind of like locked in, I was just watching it.
And what was entertaining about it? What was it that interested
I
you?
just haven't seen it before, it's something new.
Yeah, we obviously do like about Islam and stuff in school, but like actually taking part of it was a wee bit like different.
Different, how, like scary or interesting, or I don't get it, or...
No, it was really interesting. I tried to date for the first time.
Okay.
It was very delicious, tasted like caramel.
Yeah, definitely, because it's nothing like I was used to. But it was interesting learning about like how they do their culture, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, some of the bits caught me off guard because I didn't know that in some cultures they did that. So like, singing would be like for a prayer. Like it was like a video that we watched, but it was definitely interesting learning about it.
What was the breaking of Ramadan like? Was that a bit of a cultural shock for you, given that you're a stuffed toy?
No. I'll be coming upstairs and taking a big dump in your bathroom.
Tell us about the accommodation.
The accommodation was great until, obviously, it flooded. Someone left their window open and it flooded their whole bedroom, and then it dripped down into mine and Maddie's bedroom
Okay.
and leaked all over my bed, so my bed was completely soaked.
Where did you sleep then, on the floor?
Extra bedroom.
Okay, so do you think the staff had thought about if things went wrong?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. And what about the actual like look of the accommodation and the feel?
It was gorgeous. Better than my house.
Oh, it was great. It was so nice. Well kept, but like everything was designed a specific way to like suit everything else in the room.
Okay. Was it an apartment? Was it a hotel? Was it a house? Was it an Airbnb?
Airbnb.
Okay. And how many did you have?
Two.
Cool.
It was really pretty.
Okay.
It was a really nice house, nice garden. All the rooms were really nice. The bathroom had a heated floor.
Nice.
Really fancy bathroom. Like the wee mirrors and all that, and really cool. Nice, really good lighting. The bedrooms were really nice. Like I had a 2-person bedroom and everything was so good. Had like the windows, like you could like have a little view to the garden. The garden's so cute and small. It's like a small garden, but it's really cute. And then there was the kitchen. Oh, the kitchen was my favorite.
Okay, why was it your favorite?
Because it was so nice.
What was nice about it?
It was like really modern looking and like fancy, and I liked it.
Okay, and what about the actual area then? Was it, how would you compare it to Kukuli? Or would you?
I would compare it to Kukuli definitely. There's parts, so like where our houses were, there was like a certain area block of like certain really nice houses, and then in the back garden you could like see across to like council estate looking houses, and it just reminded me of Kukuli.
Okay.
This area we were in was kind of like a dangerous area
Okay.
because there's a lot of crimes and gang fights and all that.
But you didn't feel that?
No, I didn't feel it. I just was surrounded by my mates and that. I felt amazing. It was so good. Like I didn't care about it all. Like, I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
Like one of the nights, first night we got there, the Friday night, I was up to the sound of the sirens,
Okay.
shouting, Then on Saturday night, up to a disco across the road.
Fair enough.
Kenzie, all English, and we're all dancing in the back garden.
And why not? What about meeting the police? How did that go?
Went really well.
Okay, so what was good about the police over there?
They were really nice and like they were explaining things really well. Although some of them were like hard to understand, you still got what they were talking about because of the way they put it.
Cool. How did they make you feel? Like as a young person
Like
in their city?
It made me feel quite welcomed.
Okay.
Like they were telling us like all the different types of things going on. Like they were telling us about how they go into primary schools and different high schools and different youth groups and get involved with them and do things for them. And like they bring food to them and all that. And have like little nights with them. Like,
Does that sound like our...
it sounds like what we would do. Like it is quite similar.
With who?
With our group.
With our police?
With our police, yeah.
Yeah, sounds a bit like neighbourhood policing.
It does. Like they are. They're not neighbourhood police. They're different type of police.
Like the community?
No, I can't remember. They have a certain name.
Okay.
I can't remember what they're called though.
It's okay.
It was actually, like, obviously I didn't understand a few things because they spoke quite fast. Honestly, we speak fast. I know we speak fast, but obviously they pronounce things a lot different. They have a bit of an accent to me, they do. So I didn't understand a good few things they were saying, but I kind of clicked on after.
It was quite funny. Like, it was really educating, but then everyone was just, they were really friendly and everyone just got really comfortable and we had some nice jokes. And
So that probably answers one of my questions, like how did they make you feel and did you feel welcomed by the police?
yeah, they were really kind and they just had a laugh with us.
And did you feel respected as young people?
Yeah.
Cool. How would you compare them could you compare them to our neighbourhood police?
They were all just really sweet, like our neighbourhood police.
Oh, that's nice.
They're all really lovely, to be fair, but we were all a bit quiet at the start.
Okay, and did that change?
Yeah.
And why do you think that happened? Why do you think you...
Well, because the sergeant came in, because it was only two of them, and then the sergeant came in, and all of a sudden we had a bunch of questions to ask, and then we were like,
And did they make you feel welcome?
yeah.
And comfortable? And respected?
Yes.
Cool.
I think it was fine. We didn't really speak a lot because Craig had all his questions on
Okay.
the phone. But afterwards, after they told us like a bit about themselves, we just like had a chat. It
Okay.
was really good.
Did you feel welcomed and respected by them as young people?
Yeah, they
Okay.
were really nice.
Yeah, friendly?
Yeah.
What about meeting the police? They were friendly and Officer Delicious was cute?
Brilliant.
Okay, what was brilliant about it?
Because
Edit, Dave. So, did the police make you feel welcome? And do you think they respected your opinions as young people and visitors in their city?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
selfies. My best friend. Best friend's mouth. It looks like a really constipated fever. I don't know how to describe it.
Whatever.
You can't. You filming? Have you ever had Krispy Kremes before? I made him get one. I made him forcefully. See, we have a special little visitor. For me was sleeping. Going home? No, actually, probably car. But put that chicken, which best I love Leeds. Watching Sam and Cat all night. And Jumanji, right? It's the same consider. Jumanji, my crisps that we hooked out of the car cupboard. Probably been sitting there for like months. 2 days probably. And what was I gonna say? Car. Yeah, we got McDonald's. Here, actually, before you go, best highlight of Leeds. Best highlight of Leeds so far. The accommodation.
For me, there was quite a few highlights. It's hard to pick one, but I think being able to share that journey with the young people, for a lot of them it was their first time in Italy, and being able to share that new experience and hopefully give them a taste of what else is out there in the world was a major highlight for me.
How was the theatre, and was this your first time seeing a play?
The theatre was really good, quite stuffy because of how many people was in it, but overall it was really good. Like, considering there was only like 6 actors in the play, they did really well, and like they were all very like good at what they were doing. And there was one of the wee girls who were really good at singing,
Okay.
and like it just went on really well.
Cool. Was Leeds city centre what you expected?
No.
Okay, why not? What did you expect?
I completely expected like a small city centre like Victoria Square.
Okay.
I expected something small, massive.
Okay, and how would you compare it to Belfast, or could you?
Well, it's much bigger.
Was Leeds city centre like, was it what you were expecting?
It was very, very packed.
Okay.
I don't like being out in like very packed places, but I was lucky enough to have Fran there. As Fran knows, I don't really do the whole very crowded places, obviously, if it's somewhere new as well. So it was a wee bit nerve shaking, but it was fine after a while.
How was the theatre, and was this your first time at a stage play?
It was my first time, and it was really cool. It was like I was kind of shocked how many accents everyone could put on, and they were really good at singing and just playing the roles perfectly.
And how impressed were you that there was only 6 people?
Very.
Yeah.
I thought there was different actors every time I heard a new voice, but I looked up and I was like,
What about then Leeds City Centre? Was it what you expected?
No, I thought it would be a lot smaller. It was massive.
How was the theatre? And was it your first time seeing a stage play?
It was my first time seeing the stage play, but I really enjoyed it. I moved after intermission because there's a lot of laughing and talking around me.
Okay. How was the theatre? Was this the first time seeing a stage play?
No, it wasn't my first time seeing a stage play, but I actually really enjoyed it because it was interesting seeing only 6 people do the amount that they did.
Yeah, that seems to have been something that a lot of people were impressed by. Accents and singing come up quite a bit as well. Leeds City Centre then, let's talk about that. Is it what you expected? You know, was there enough trees for you to kind of just hang out and be yourself, or did you find it was like lots of people and shops and things like that? Okay, not so many trees, but lots of shops. Okay, that's cool.
Can we get a wee like John Cena? You can't see me.
Please, hold on. I got it my own. Don't go anywhere. Trust me. The most people on the door. We waited in this queue for look how fucking hard it is. Look how long the queue is. The whole way around there has been
How did you find all the travelling during the trip?
I didn't mind it.
Okay.
I was just nervous with the plane because I'd never been on a plane before.
Of course, and I think there was a few young people in a similar boat. So now that you have been on a plane, how was that versus your expectations for how it would be?
It was so much better than what I thought it was
Okay.
going to be.
Well, what did you have in mind?
I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, like I just thought like everything would go to shit.
Okay, fair enough.
But like it didn't, and it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just like travelling on a bus, really. You know? But that's good. Okay.
Like, beside the sleeping part on the bus, and Kenzie had a call session.
Ah, good.
And then Kenzie kept going like this and this while she was sleeping.
Well, that might have been the driver going around corners.
No. Even whenever she was driving straight, Kenzie went like this. And then like this.
Sounds dramatic.
No, she did.
No, I believe you.
Ask Fran.
No, I believe you.
Fran held that girl up. So Fran was like this on Kenzie going like this, trying to not let her fall. And Kenzie kept going like this on me and this.
I believe you. It sounds dramatic from her, is what I mean. So the travelling time itself, was that,
too long.
there was a lot?
It was a lot. But it was worth it.
Okay.
Really worth it.
Yeah, so I think my understanding is you probably got in as much as you could in the time allowed. The face does not tell me words. Well, for you in particular, I know why, but tell the camera why.
I'm travel sick, extremely travel sick.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to have absolutely mentally probably some travel sickness tablets. The plane, obviously, the first time on plane, it made the whole flight I felt really busy and anxious. And I squeezed it like I've always had, just put her hands all around between her fingers.
And how did you feel about your first time flying? Apart from all that sickness, what was your thought process going into that? Like, what were you feeling?
I was really nervous. I was like, feeling myself for that.
Was it as bad as you thought it would be?
Not really. The sickness wise, I thought it would be a tiny bit worse, but it was more or less what I expected. I didn't think I'd be dizzy. I think I'd just feel gross and feel like I need to be sick. But other than that, if it wasn't for dizziness and all, I think it would be completely fine.
Okay.
It was kind of tiring, but everyone was just happy and making it better for everyone.
So you were all clubbed together,
Yeah.
looking out for each other. Love it.
4.
Okay.
Although I did read a lot of a book on planes, so that was quite nice.
Okay, so if we're thinking about travelling kind of a necessary evil, like it didn't necessarily take away from the trip, or do you
No.
think it could have been better spaced out, or?
To be fair, the minibus thing we got from our accommodation in Leeds was very, very small.
Okay.
Very small. I
Okay.
couldn't really move, especially because I had my bag on the floor. So I was kind of just like in the corner. But other than that, it was grand.
Okay.
It was actually a lot better than I expected because I get really like travel sick.
Okay.
But planes, great. I've flown before, like it's fine. Cars were a wee bit more because obviously we had such a long journey to Alton Towers the first morning.
Mm.
But after I like tired myself in the Alton Towers, the drive back was great.
The plane at first I was nervous about because I was in the first time, but after that I actually really enjoyed traveling.
Because you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you find all the travelling during the trip? Oh, was your first time in a plane? But you landed it okay? Oh, you're funny. You weren't a pilot.
The travelling was exhausting. We are all very, very tired still. Very much looking forward to the weekend, but it was so worth it. So worth it. The early starts and the long days. It was jam packed, and we made a lot of memories.